Welcome to Studio 21. I'm Savannah.
And I'm Erica. Let's see what's going on in San Antonio. Are recent midterms stressing you out and you want to find a place to relax? Well, how about a nice garden with some jazz music? The Japanese Tea Garden will be hosting Jazz in the Garden, whereas it sounds like you just relax in the garden while listening to Latin jazz music. The event is free to attend, but bring money if you want to support the garden by paying for the food and beverages there. However, be aware there will be limited seating, so be quick. The event is on Friday, October 22nd from 6:30 to 9 p.m., and I hope you have a wonderful time if you go.
Looking for a fun and free activity for you and your friends? Well, then look no further than the Main Plaza Conservancy. For the month of October, you can attend their Spooky Cinema Thursdays. This Thursday, October 21st, they will be showing the classic film Beetlejuice. Next Thursday, October 28th, Disney's Coco will be screened. They begin the movies around 7:30, and you can enjoy some refreshments and treats from the Blue Star Ice House while you watch. So bring your picnic blankets and Halloween spirit for this amazing event.
A pretty sight is coming to San Antonio, and you can contribute to it. I'm referring to the Water Lantern Festival taking place on October 23rd, starting from 4 p.m. through 9 p.m. at Elmendorf Lake Park. In this event, from 4 to 9, there are food trucks, games, and music available. Then, at 6:30 p.m., the designing of your lantern happens, which will then start to release from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Tickets for adults are $25.99 at the moment, but will increase by $20 on the 21st, and then an extra $10 on the day of. For more information on the event, the different types of tickets offered, what the tickets offer, or you just want to purchase some tickets, visit waterlanternfestival.com under the location of San Antonio.
Don't miss out on enjoying this beautiful fall weather and make a trip down to Natural Bridge Caverns. On weekends during the month of October, this is the place you are going to want to be. They will have live performances from the local music scene, photo opportunities, and fun yard games for everyone to enjoy. There's also the opportunity for a free admission to the Amazing Ranch Roundup attraction if you show up to the park in your family Halloween costume. And if you want to try your hand at some friendly and competitive cornhole, they are hosting a tournament October 23rd, which you can register for on their website, naturalbridgecaverns.com, under the Events tab. Hope to see you there.
We got new movies and video games from the release date. During our break, we have an album review from Trey on Drake's newest album, Certified Lover Boy. This package is brought to you by yours truly, and I hope you enjoy it.
What's up, guys? My name is Trey King, and today I'm going to be doing an album review. And so basically what this is I'm going to review an album that was really highly anticipated this year and people were excited to hear and drew a lot of buzz through social media. So the album that I'll be reviewing today is Certified Lover Boy by Drake. And I think this is his 5th studio album that he's releasing now, and every Drake release gets bigger and bigger because, you know, as artists get up there in age, they stop releasing music as much. So this one had a lot of potential because this was his first album since the Pusha T beef, where he basically exposed Drake for hiding his son from the world, and it basically drove his relationship with Kanye into the ground. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure this album has a diss song towards Kanye. I think it's called No Friends in the Industry. But the newest album from the Toronto legend has a lot of good features, such as Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and Future, who he already did a collab album with. And honestly, this album goes right along the lines of who Drake is, making songs for teenagers. And Twitter's had a little fun with that, and they're asking, why is a 33-year-old still making music for teenagers, and calling it things such as certified trash boy, and saying Drake is washed and that his flow is the same, but like obviously his flow got him to this point, so here he is now. But let's get to how I feel about the album. Personally, I think this is some of Drake's best work, but it's not his greatest work, because in order for it to be Drake's greatest work, it would have to be on a whole nother stratosphere, and he's gotten to a point where he can't even really do much anymore to prove himself. I mean, he already won Artist of the Decade, and people just keep thinking that he's going to stop, but he doesn't. But I don't think this track had too many misses. It used a lot of old school samples that I enjoyed, and a lot of piano keys, and I think he used those really well and spoke from his heart a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and give Certified Lover Boy an 8 out of 10, and my personal favorite song is Way Too Sexy with Young Thug and Future. That's actually been a song that's played a lot in the football locker room, kind of like our song of the year. But the music video for that was really good. It actually had Kawhi Leonard, who is known for being a very shy person. He's also an NBA player who hates doing interviews. But I think my favorite part about this album was the album cover, which has like 12 pregnant women emojis on it. And everybody seems to think like, oh my God. Like when he first showed it, they're like, no way, this is like the actual album cover. And people started poking fun at it and just making their own twist to it and whatnot. But now it actually ended up being the album cover. And I think that album cover has something to do with all the women who have tried to claim that like they're Drake's father, that Drake's the father of their kids. And it is a bit ironic how he has a kid now, but I think that is what the album cover was. So if we're taking the album cover and the songs, I think I'm going to adjust what I said before and bump it down to a 7.5 because I do like to see creative covers, and I thought it was a little random, so what I just said was kind of made up. But yeah, that is my album review of Certified Lover Boy, and that's it.
Hello again, everybody. It's Marie.
And Trey.
Welcome to this week's release date.
This week we have two movies. The first is The French Dispatch, a Wes Anderson comedy drama set to release only in theaters this Friday, October 22nd. The movie follows a love letter to journalists set in an outpost of an American newspaper in a fictional 20th century French city that brings to life a collection of stories published in The French Dispatch.
The ensemble cast includes Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Timothy Chalamet, and Tilda Swinton. As per Wes Anderson's style, the movie will be centered on many characters along their journey. The movie also has Anderson's trademark color palette and visual symmetry. So far, critics enjoy the movie. It is rated 82% on Rotten Tomatoes, 83 on IMDb, and 3.7 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I'm looking forward to this movie. I love Wes Anderson movies, and I've seen most of them, and I just think they're all really good.
I guess I'm excited for this movie. I have to admit that I have no idea who Wes Anderson is, but the plot seems interesting, so I'll more than likely give it a chance. Then again, if this movie had no plot, I'd probably still enjoy it because of how well it is shot, especially since the film features the legend Bill Murray.
Our second movie is Dune, a science fiction movie based on the novel Dune, which is also set to release in theaters this Friday, October 22nd. The plot of the movie is very complex. It focuses on Paul Atreides, who was born into a great destiny beyond his understanding. He must travel to the most dangerous planet in the world to ensure a future for his family and his people. Chaos ensues as many groups fight for the planet's exclusive supply of the most precious resource in existence, spice.
The director, Denis Villeneuve, also directed hits such as Blade Runner 2049 and Arrival. Those movies are incredible, and he has said that those were just practice for Dune, which could be his best work yet. I don't know if Dune can beat out Blade Runner, probably not, but it will be interesting to see.
No kidding. Villeneuve already has been nominated for Best Director Oscar in 2016 for his work in Arrival, so this must be his chance to win it, especially since the movie currently has a rating of 90% on Rotten Tomatoes following its release in many European countries. This movie also stars Timothy Chalamet alongside a big cast including Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, which I'm wondering which premiere Timothy Chalamet will be at since they both release on the same day. I think he'll go to the Dune premiere.
Choosing which of my movie premieres is going to be a struggle. I wish I had, but I wish I had. I like Timothy Chalamet in Summer Nights, but Zendaya is probably going to be the biggest factor in me going to see this movie.
Well, that's all we have for this week. I'm Marie.
And I'm Trey. We'll see you next week on release date.
Welcome to Studio 21. If you could introduce yourself for us a little bit.
Hey, my name's Kory Cook, and I'm here to play some drums today.
Awesome. And when did you start playing drums?
I started playing drums, actually drum set, I guess around 7 or 8 years old. My dad played drums, so it was really just around the house growing up. But I really didn't try to really start playing the drums until I was around 17, 18.
That's cool. And where do you get inspiration from for your music?
Well, for me, it's over the years, it's really just been playing with other people and playing with musicians and other bands, and then getting together and starting other projects and playing in a variety of bands too. But it's mostly my friends and the musicians I play music with who inspire me the most. I mean, I definitely listen to records and recordings a lot, so that's a big part of also being inspired, whether it's recordings from 100 years ago or recordings from today. So.
Cool. And do you have any future performances coming up that people can look forward to?
I do. I have quite a few, but two I wanted to mention because I thought it would be sort of more related to what I'm going to do today is my friend Eddie. I play in a group with called The Whale, and it's really just two instruments, saxophone and drums, but we have a revolving cast of players who join us for different shows. So I have a show coming up it's called Wizard Rodeo. It's in the middle of a field outside of Weberville near Austin for like a day. It's like an all-day party, sort of a festival. And I'm also playing at the Carver Community Cultural Center, which is a really great theater here in San Antonio in March 4th. The Wizard Rodeo show is December 11th, and that's coming up. And then I'm playing around town in various groups with there's a artist named Garrett T. Capps. He's a singer-songwriter I play with too. So.
That's great to hear. Any specific places around town?
Lonesome Rose is one spot over on St. Mary's that you might catch me with Noah Harris or Garrett T. Capps. I have shows at Low Country as well, which is a bar in Southtown, down closer to downtown, and it's a great little place just to hang out in a back patio and play acoustic music. I play with a lot of other singer-songwriters. I play jazz and I play different rock bands too. So it just depends on the setting. And
that's really great, and that you have a big variety as well. And what is your Instagram if people want to get in contact with you?
Instagram is RadioMan210, although it's more about like playing music on the radio, and it's mostly jazz record covers with some different types of pictures too of shows. Like for instance, I played at Utopia Fest this weekend with my friend Garrett, and that's my latest photo. So I try to keep up with it. I'm not very active on social media with this particular idea or group as far as me and my friend Eddie, but RadioMan210 would be the Instagram handle.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And now for our music video of the week, Set Me Free by Dylan Gray.
Yeah, I'm reaching for what's deemed impossible for me. Just because you're selling this prophecy don't mean that I agree. Little girl in your eyes, too unaware to realize I pay more attention to the things you keep on mentioning. You're ripping me apart. I'm shackled by your mind again, and can't break through the ignorance. Seeing me succeed brings back your misery. You're in control, but to what end? Imprisoned by your resentment. Please just slip the key. Set me free. Set me free. Don't go try to sink me in the guilt. Things you couldn't fulfill. Underneath your guidance is reliance upon my defeat. Oh, I understand things didn't go to plan, but don't unleash your demons. Clearly all they seek is to torment me. Barely got a start. You're ripping me apart. I'm shackled by your mind again. Can't break through the ignorance. Seeing me succeed brings back your misery. You're in control, but to what end? Imprisoned by your resentment. Please just slip the key. Set me free. Set mind again. Can't break through the ignorance. Seeing me succeed brings back your misery. You're in control, but to what end? Imprisoned by your reason, and please just flip the key. Set me free. Set me free.
Now let's welcome Kory Cook.
So we're just going to do some improvising here, which I like to do a lot, and just sort of bring some dynamics together. I think some people think drums are supposed to be really loud and rocking and keeping in time, so I'm going to do the opposite. Try not to play a particular tempo till a little bit later and play something soft so you can actually hear the drums. Okay, thank you. That was called 522. All right, thank you very much. The set fell apart a little bit, so we'll call that one Trash Can. Thanks again.